Hello, today I would like to talk about general problems that students make usually when they talk. One of the biggest problems all the students make, especially in our offices, when they talk, they use unnecessary to-be versions in their English. For example, when they want to say I would like, or I want to eat, or I eat something, they usually add I'm eat to their sentences, which is not necessary here at all. One of the biggest reasons they make that mistake is when they learn to be part of the grammar, and when they learn passive voice, they think that all the time when they talk about actions or anything, they use the verb, they need to add to be version even though it's not necessary there. So usually when there is a main verb that does not require any tense version like I am eating or I was working, or any passive voice, they automatically don't think about it and they add am here, which is not necessary at all. So in cases, to remove the mistake, to just talk normally in a regular simple tense English, you have to use the main verbs, and you don't need to add any of the to be version there automatically, which is usually is done in the students talking, and is a big mistake, and it just destroys all of your grammatical part of your sentence completely. So to be clear that when you use progressive tense, it doesn't matter it's a simple progressive or past progressive, then you have to use one of the to be versions, and then you have to use ing at the end of the verb. If there is no ing at the end of the verb, and we are not talking about the progressively, and it's not needed at all to add one of the to be versions of the before the main verb, because main verb independently can work alone without any need of this kind of auxiliary verbs. As most students think, these auxiliary verbs should be here before the main verb to help the main verb stand grammatically, which is completely incorrect, and it's only needed when you want to use progressive tense, simple progressive or past progressive, and when you need to use a passive voice, and which is not correct here anyway. So this in regular English, in regular tense, when we talk about I want to eat something, I go home, I worked at home yesterday, you don't need to use any kind of to be version at all. You have to use main verbs independently before a subject, and it should stand alone in any form that's needed when you talk. So this kind of things completely is a big mistake in your daily English, and you have to avoid them in your talking before speaking out. So you have to get used to it daily to remove that mistake that completely destroys your English in all the time when you talk, especially in the exams. Thank you very much, and see you next time with other problems.